YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Leicester City career mode part 94. This is for you. We're back in the Premier League. We've got Hull City in this one. I think there is 3 games in this episode. This is the lineup Hull City went with. Hull, like, they got certain players in their team that are just like the type of player that's just beast for FIFA. Like Jake Livermore, I can't stand playing against this dude. He's like one of the best midfielders in the world on this game. But we take an early lead early on. Early on, really, fam. We take an early lead anyway. Marko Arnautovic gets high to win that header. It's simple, way too simple, man. If I conceded that goal, I'd be pissed. Callejon puts a simple ass cross into the box. Defenders both miss it, jumping for the header, and Arnautovic is there to just nod it into the back of the net. Like, this guy does it. Started the season well again. 5 goals. I mean, I think he started last season a little bit better. We're about what? 10 games? I'm going to say we're about 10 games into the season now. I think this time last season, he had about 10 in 10 games. Now he scored another one in this game, though. He's trying to get back on track. He's got us a 2-0 lead. Less than 12 minutes into the game, and the whole City are kind of just, they're just blowing up in their own faces. Like, they're passing it around the back. And this is what it's like on FIFA 16, well, what it's been like on Legendary. Like, they pass it around a lot. They try and keep possession. But every now and again, they just fuck shit up, man. They give it away. They have a terrible touch right in front of you. And you can capitalize. And you can get goals like that, where you just tackle them right in front of the goal. And it's easy from there. Arnautovic was denied a hat-trick. And on the other side of the field, in the second half this time, Hull score like a legendary goal, basically. The kind of goal you can see on legendary difficulty. Like, the build-up, it was alright, I guess. Like, the passing was a bit shit. Like, let's not deny that. Like, the passing, there was no real fluidity to it. It passes up behind the player and shit. But somehow we managed to drag his leg behind him, generate all that power, and he got it far enough into the corner that Vaughan couldn't save it. It's in off the post. So they've pulled one back, but we're still on the upper hand. Like, look at how many players we have in there. Like, half, not even their half, like almost within their box. We got so many players within there. They have players sat back defending. They've picked it off of Callejon that time. But David Myler can't turn it into the back of the net. So we're still in the lead. Hull are still chasing the game, which means spaces are opening up. 83 minutes into the game. Arnautovic still searching for a hat-trick. And it's Pantilimon in the whole goal. Getting in the way. Didn't Pantilimon go to Hull in real life? Or did he go Watford? I can't even really remember. One of the two teams. But I don't know. But we walk out there with all 3 points anyway. Marko Arnautovic gets the man of the match. 2 goals. Created a few chances. We should have probably won by more than 2-1. But also within that game, Eric Lamela, who's had a brilliant start to the season, picks up an injury, 2 months with a broken toe, and that's not what we want to see, because especially, like, we've changed our whole core of the midfield. We've changed that up quite a bit this season, and Lamela is kind of the only guy left who was even in the team last season, I think. Callejon is obviously newly come in. We've got Holtby, but he isn't really in the first team anymore. Callejon's kind of slid him out there. But with Lamela injured, maybe Holtby comes in for this game. Holtby is playing in attacking midfield. Sergio Roberto in the midfield position. And Emre Can in the defensive midfield position. We're playing against FC Sion again. Randall is on the right hand side. And this is a game where I expected us to win. And relatively comfortable as well. You could probably kind of see that by the lineup we've put out. So Sergio Roberto gets an early shot off. Denied by the keeper. Only 5 minutes it's taken us to create a pretty good chance. Obviously, you see, he could have probably put it out wide to Mahrez that time. But he went for goal himself and was denied by the keeper. Riyad Mahrez comes across to take this corner. He puts it into the box. There's plenty of players around there. And Shaw, one of the best players for us in the air, gets up high. Forces a save out of the keeper. It's a pretty good save in the end. But it's another corner coming our way. Heung-min Son coming over to take this one this time. He puts it into the box. It's looking like we're going to get something out of it. It falls to Laporte. And it's a brilliant save from the keeper to touch it onto the post. So we probably could have got something from the first ball right there, but it's looped up to Laporte, who's still yet to score his first goal for the team, and that's a brilliant save. They bring out the whole goal line technology and all that ish, but it didn't cross the line. Like, clear to say, but only 11 minutes into the game right now, and all these chances passing us by right there. Keepers kept them in the game, you could say, really. Shaw with a free kick that time, putting it over the bar. It's kind of close. Shaw is one of our best set piece takers on the team, really, which is amazing coming from our centre-back. But hey, he's technically gifted. 45 minutes in, still putting pressure on, and Mahrez with a long-range strike that time coming off the crossbar. Keeper made it look like it was simple to deal with, and it just clipped the bar right there. But Randall, 55 minutes in, with another chance, and their keeper makes a brilliant save, and it just falls straight into his hands again. 72 minutes in, they're able to create their first chance of the game, and will they be able to steal it from us? Konate puts it in the box, they win the header, and Shaw is there and kind of just fortunately getting in the way of that shot, but they still have the ball. Konate tackled by Cham. Roberto jumps over it, and it's a good save forced out of Gibbons right there, but he keeps us in this game at the moment. We've put so much pressure on them. They've kind of soaked up, keepers kept them in it, and now they're throwing something at us, giving us something to think about. So 75 minutes, if they're to score here, that would be the ultimate smash and grab. 3 points in the Champions League. They put it into the box all the way to the back post. It's falling down. Shaw loses it right in front of goal, and Ndoye is denied by Gibbons. Again, another brilliant save by the young keeper. Look at that. Look at how close he's within the keeper's 6-yard box at the near post. Quite a bit of power on that, but Gibbons, quick reaction there. Mahrez this time springing a counter attack. Torvan, he's got Harborough free inside the box. He takes a touch and mashes it into the back of the net right there. Philip Harborough off the bench, only about 4 minutes after Sion had their chance to take the lead in this game. We've come down the other end, a few substitutions on the pitch. Philip Harborough and Florian Torvan combining. Torvan had all the space in the world, drew the defender across, played it to Harborough, and he finished that like he is just a first team player. Like he finished that like he's the best striker in the world. Just absolutely laced it, put his whole foot through it, smashed it into the back of the net, and we did get what we deserved from that game. It looked for a minute like we wasn't about to get that, but we did in the end. So that's all that matters. We've picked up the 3 points. I mean, we didn't get as many goals as we would have liked to, especially because goal difference could end up being important in this group. We didn't get as much goal difference as we wanted to. A 1-0 win is all we get out of that, but we'll take the 3 points. Another little news clipping coming in, rumour about Jovetic. Only a matter of time before bids come in for our striker, who you can see right there. And this is what we're trying to hold on to, like finishing like that. First chance of the game falls to Jovetic, and 9 times out of 10 when he gets a chance that good, inside the box, anywhere inside the box, you're expecting this dude to finish it. Callejon, Jovetic moving it around. Jovetic has kind of just slivered his way in between defenders. And look at that finish, like off the crossbar, off the post, off the side netting. It's just touching all areas of the goal. I don't think it actually hit the crossbar, did it? No, just off the post, around the side netting, back of the net. And I mean, we need to hold on to this guy, but for now, we need to pick up 3 points. Arnautovic this time. I mean, was that finish better than Jovetic's? I kind of think it was. Like, this dude just stepped up and absolutely just rifled it into the back of the net. The amount of pace on that shot is unreal. Like, and he didn't even need to hit the post to put it in the back of the net or nothing like that. He just skipped around his man. A little bit Jovetic-esque, the way he skipped around his man onto his right foot, and he's just smashed it into the back of the net. So we're really racing out to a lead with no real problems in this game. Holtby playing it across to Jovetic. And that right there is not what you expect from Stevan Jovetic in a good position. Oh, like he kind of sliced it on the volley. You can see there from that replay. But you put Jovetic in that position, even if he misses, like you don't expect him to miss by that much. Like that was wide. That's all I'm gonna say. But Heung-min Son there taken down. It looks like it's inside the box, but the referee actually ends up pointing outside the box. I don't know how. It really did look like it was outside the box. Heung-min Son just skinned his man. It's Jovetic who's going to step up and take the free kick from 24 yards out. Jovetic over the ball, and he just doesn't get it to come down quick enough. It's just over the bar. Wall jumped. I mean, you expect better from me. Well, I expect better from me at least, because I usually do a lot better with my free kicks. But that one right there, not able to get it down. West Brom finally creating some chances, but into the second half now, Son plays it into Callejon. He skips around one man. The next defender is kind of just looks like he was screened, like an off-ball screen right there. He was falling all over the place. Didn't even really get a chance to make an attempt at tackling Callejon. Callejon's put onto his left foot, and he's continued his beautiful start to his season. Son's kind of just slipped it into him, and look right there, the defender kind of just bumps into Jovetic, and that just sent Callejon through on goal really. And then composure from there, second to none. He's just taking his time. He's just relaxed, just taking a deep breath and put it into the back of the net. Can Heung-min Son do the same thing this time? No, he's denied by the keeper. Could have really just squared it to Holtby. who's this time on the ball, playing a nice pass to Arnautovic, one-on-one with the defender. Arnautovic is always going to win that, and Marko Arnautovic gets himself another one, his second of the game. 65 minutes in and we're 4-0 up against West Bromwich Albion. They've only had one chance. That's a nice ball in from Holtby into Arnautovic. And when you get Arnautovic one-on-one with a defender like that, especially with the ability to back him up into the box, like, Arnautovic is usually going to win. And then you get him, it don't matter what foot, he's just a beast. Like, look at the counter-attacks we're getting on now as well. 76 minutes, still a bit to play. Harborough gets the ball on his right foot, and that's another beautiful finish. Like, we've just seen nothing but lovely finishes in this game. Philip Harborough coming off the bench, getting a chance to just show what he's got in a game where it's pretty much over, 4-0 up. Callejon again in the middle of the goal, creating, sliding it through into Harborough, and on his weaker foot, I think he's got 5-star weak feet, he just smashes it into the bottom corner. Keeper didn't even really stand a chance. Whole City, West Bromwich Albion creating a chance of their own now, and they are able to get themselves a little consolation goal. 10 minutes left to play still, though. We could even go down the other end and create another one, but for now, they're just going to try and enjoy this goal. It's Proper who finds his way into the box with no one marking him. The marking was pretty poor. Even being 5-0 up, I'm disappointed at the lack of marking that's going on inside the box. But at the end of the day, we're going to leave. We got all 3 points yet again. It's a brilliant performance from Callejon. A goal, 2 assists, key passes, dribbling, everything. He's just started this season so well. And again, you lot looked at me like I was crazy when I signed a 32-year-old. But would you say I'm wrong? Would you say I'm wrong? I don't know. Leave that in the comments if you think it was a good decision to sign Callejon or not. I understand we could have got younger players who are even better. But I don't know. He was cheap. And he's doing the job, so that's all that matters to me right now. We carried on with some training right there. Randall, Vassell, Bosu, all doing pretty well with their training. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe or suck some toes or something. Like, those are the only 2 options, so you better choose.